counterclockwise, it could be clockwise, but make sure once you decide on a direction, you stick with it and you do not change directions. I don't know why it's like this, but it just makes the meat more tender and it rips up the fibers a little bit, so it's like soft and not like a hamburger patty where it's like granulated, okay? You don't want your meat to taste like granules. You want your meat to taste nice and homogeneous. Okay, all right. So we didn't add any water yet, so we're gonna add some water. This cooled down as well. Don't put hot water in your cold meat, obviously. Use your brain. But we're gonna add in little by little, not too much. Little by little. You want your meat to drink this shit up, okay? You wanna give it time for it to drink it up. Don't rush it. Give it a chance. Let it get to know the flavors a little bit, okay? Stir one direction gently. I'm just using my fingers like this, just like little, like that. I'm just doing that. I'm not pinching it. I'm not pounding it. I'm just twirling it. Okay? And once it looks like it's eaten all the juices up,
who's
it's
Gary
dry,
talking to?
add more. I'm talking to you guys. I'm teaching you how to make really flavorful meatballs. Okay, add more. I don't actually know how much water you need as far as measurements go, because, you know, meat or the stuffing ratios can be different, but generally you want it to be nice and soft and kind of gooey almost, and you want to see the muscle fibers pull into strands, and that's when you know it's good. And so after you're steaming it, all the water comes out of your meat and it makes your dumplings or buns like really, really soupy and really, really yummy. Okay, and now that it's like massaged in, oh God.
First time catching one of your streams. I always thought it's the YouTube videos that take things of context, but 2 minutes and she's sus.
No, the YouTube makes it better, okay? If you think YouTube is out of context, bro, you might want to wear some headphones or I don't know, something. Hold on. I'm trying to stop the water from coming out. Okay. I'm trying to stop the spices from coming out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I got a little bit. No! I got a little bit of peppercorn. Ugh. Okay. You don't want any of your spices to go into your meat, okay? You just want the flavors of the spices, not the actual spices. If you find meatballs, you have a burger patty. Yeah, but we don't want a burger patty. We want like dumpling meat. Strain the spice. Yeah. Strain. Yeah. It would have been easier if you strained the spices. I'm just annoying and I didn't do that. Bro, I'm fucking sweating right now. I like how this is my like easy recipe. I was just like, you know what? I want to keep the streams a little shorter this week because I got errands to do. What's nice and easy? And I choose one of the most like elbow grease, upper body dependent dishes ever. Why do I hate myself? Okay. See how it's getting a little stringy? Normally it would be like, you know, clumpy. But now we can see how it's like kind of stringy a little bit. And that's what we want. That's good. Yeah, add water to taste. Why is she out of breath? Because I'm fucking working my ass off right now. I'm like sweating. You guys have no idea. Okay, keep adding more. No, pepper. No, the pepper got in there. Okay. I'm gonna use my... Can I use my... Oh, I don't need to use my left hand. Okay. I thought I had to resort to using my left hand. It's okay. Okay, keep adding it in there. Keep adding it. You want to make... If you want your meat nice and juicy, don't stop. Keep adding water. Or stock. Or whatever. Why not use a stand mixer? I think a stand mixer will be a little too powerful, and it's nicer to kind of have a feel for it with your hands. Sometimes it's just better with your hands. I know a food processor and power tools exists for a reason, but sometimes it's just easier to monitor the status of your meat or whatever you're mixing if you're just doing it by hand and using your eyes. So you can slowly see the changes instead of having it go like bam, and then you overmix it by accident, you know? Anybody ever like overmix their meat before? It sucks. It sucks. It's like when it's too tender. You know, we're going for tender, but not too tender. We don't want meat soup. Okay, so it's always better sometimes to not depend on technology and just use your hands. It never hurt nobody to use your hands a little bit, okay? But I think this is pretty good. I've been stirring. It's been like kind of pulling strands a little bit, which is what we're looking for. I don't know if you can tell if it's like strandy or not, but it is. I'm gonna have to blow my nose again, I'm sorry. See? It's like almost like a paste. You want to rip the fibers apart so it doesn't stick together when it's like steaming. You want it to be a nice homogeneous glob of meat. Yeah, and you're sore the next day. See, it happens. When you put a lot of tender love and care and some elbow grease into seasoning your meat and stuff, you get to eat delicious meat and you're sore the next day. You got to work out. You really feel accomplished the day after, you know? You guys understand. Okay, I think I'm not going to use the rest of the water. I think I'm happy with this. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I think we'll stop. I'm going to add in sesame oil at the very end. More flavor, okay? We're just adding in tons of flavor. Maggi sauce, I personally feel like it tastes better and more complicated than soy sauce, okay? Chicken powder, MSG, white pepper, all these things are here to make the meat taste as good as possible, along with like the water, the flavored, what is it called? Spices, water, garlic, green onion, all these things. And then at the very end, we're gonna add a little bit of sesame oil to soak in, or what is it called? Lock in the moisture. And sesame oil obviously smells really good, tastes really good, makes all the Asian dishes taste amazing. Can never go wrong with sesame oil. And just do one last stir with the sesame oil. And one trick my dad taught me, I've mentioned this before when I made dumplings prior, but one trick, if you don't want to heat up a little bit of your meat to see if it's like nicely seasoned or not, he says just to smell your meat. If your meat smells like you want to eat it, chances are it's nicely seasoned. If it still has like that meat smell or like too strong where it's not very good anymore, maybe it's over seasoned or under seasoned, but if you smell it and then you're like, wow, that smells like a good pile of meat, you know, chances are it's nicely seasoned. That's my dad's trick. And maybe he's Asian, he literally just grabs a chopstick and licks the meat a little bit, like actual raw meat. When I see him make dumplings, he literally just grabs it like this and then he licks it, okay? I'm too pussy shit to do that. I don't want to lick no raw meat. My dad does, though.
Kind of cruel making Minnie Mouse watch you cook after you killed her man Satch.
She likes it, don't worry. She didn't complain this whole time. So yeah, my dad is too powerful for that. I'm not powerful enough like that yet. So I'm just gonna smell my meat. I'm not gonna lick it. So I'm gonna give it a sniff test. I think it smells good. I think it smells very yummy. I'm gonna get the rest of the meat off. Give it a little dabble. Change my gloves. Check on my dough. I got raw meat on my shirt. Actually, before we do that, I am going to blow my nose. You have 3 seconds for the stream to catch up. I'm gonna blow my nose now. It's coming. The mods really hate you guys today, huh? The mods really don't care today. The mods are just like, they can listen. That's fine. We're not unmuting that. They can sit through that shit. Secret ingredient, no. Okay, guys, if I told you snot was a secret ingredient to make something taste really delicious, would you do it? Be honest. If I somehow was super serious and I was like, yo, snot though, it will make it bind better texture, better flavor, would you still do it? No, you would kick a baby for $1 billion. But if I told you snot is a secret ingredient to make your dishes taste good, no questions asked, you won't do that shit. You would kick a baby for $1 billion, chat.
Could you do it again?
No, I don't got any more left in me. I'm sorry, there's only so much that I got. I don't think I got any more. Okay, let me grab my rolling pin really quickly. I have my chopsticks. Oh no, okay. Missing one important step before I get the dough. One important step. We gotta prep the liner. We have to prep the liner. All right, I have my steamer baskets. These are just the pretty standard steamer basket. But if you put your buns directly on it, it will actually stick to the bamboo a little bit. So we're gonna actually make liners for the bun. And instead of having individual liners,
gave it a 9+, I might consider it. Maybe.
He's gonna literally chop my head off if he finds out there's snot in his food. Anyways, because I don't really know exactly how big the buns will be, I'm just gonna make a liner the size of the actual circle. So I'll show you guys how to do that if I have my, scissors. I have a parchment paper. I'm just gonna cut it in half so it's a little bit easier to work with.
When ice cream reaches the stomach, it already has a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, and did you know, schizophrenics hardly ever yawn, and did you know, tiramisu means cheer me up?
I think I heard about the tiramisu thing, but I didn't know schizophrenics don't yawn? Really? That's kind of crazy. All right, I have one piece of parchment paper. You want to obviously make sure your one piece is big enough for the actual size of the pan. This one is more than enough, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I have one piece. I'm gonna fold it in half. It's like grade school where you have to make like the snowflakes and shit. Exactly like that. So you fold it in half. Fold it in half again. Okay, make sure your corner is nice and tight. And then you want to fold it in half again to make a triangle. Okay, you fold it in half now. You want to bring this side to this side. All right, so you want to go make it into a triangle, keeping the same consistent corner. All right, then you fold it again. You fold it again. Okay, listen, chat. Listen, I'm teaching you how to make a steamer liner, okay? So you don't have to waste money on steamer liners. I'm trying to help you right now. Okay, and then you do it again until you get this like thing here. Okay, you keep folding it until you get this. All right, and then using your scissors, place it in the middle. You want to cut the radius length of the circle, not the diameter, the radius.
Well,
so you want to go from the middle.
Mom likes tiramisu. She likes it so much that she thought that my tiramisu was hers. Smile.
What? What was that supposed to mean? Why does that sound kind of concerning? What? I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so we cut it into the radius of the actual circle itself, so when we open it up, it'll be big enough, but we're not done yet. Obviously, when we're steaming, we want steam to pass through different layers, especially when it's going to be covered with buns. So on the edge that's like folded, not the loose edge where it's like open, the edge that's folded, you want to just cut some little triangles out. It can be different sizes. It can be different sizes. It can be whatever you want. It can be closer, further apart, but try your best to get it to get at least a few in there, so you have some perforating holes. I don't know if we need to do it on the other side. I don't actually remember, but I'm gonna do it on the other side at the very least, and I'll do one in the middle as well. Just cut the little tip off, just so you make a little triangle. I think I'll make these ones bigger. Maybe I'll do this side too. I'll do both sides. I don't know if this is the correct way, but I'll do both sides. So cut some triangles on both sides of your little stick thing. And hopefully I didn't fuck it up. If I did, we'll just do it again. But we need to make 2 of these, because I need to fill in two liners. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Wait, ignore this part. Ignore the rip that's here, but generally, that's not bad.
It's easier to just cut small circles for each dumpling. You
think so? But what if I don't know the size of the dumpling? You know, what What if that was the case? And I don't know the size. So this just covers the whole thing. Or if you're just steaming something that's like bigger, I guess, and not individually sized, then maybe this is better. I'm gonna try it. Can't ignore it, just don't look at it. Don't. There, see, it doesn't exist now. Just don't look at the rip that I did accidentally. Can the buns be fried like dumplings too, or is it steam only? I think you can pan fry these if you'd like, but it does require a little bit of a heat management because it does need to steam a little bit to cook through, and they're quite big.
You cut them after forming the dumpling back. Arrange your number one.
You cut them after forming the dumpling? But that's gonna take so long. You wanna prep everything beforehand. I think I'm gonna try doing it where there's less folds. Actually, no. No, I like the more folds. I think the more folds have better. Okay, let me do it again. I'm gonna do the middle, cut around here. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut my triangles and hopefully I don't make a hole where there doesn't need to be a hole.
The meaning behind my message was not deep, Geary. My mom ate my fucking dessert. So now I am tiramisu less and I have to deal with your ass.
No tiramisu and you have to watch the stream? Bro, that sounds... Can I get a smoge in the chat for that guy? Who sent it? Was it Term? Can we get a smoge in the chat for Term, please? Man, no tiramisu. His mom fucking ate it. And then he has to sit here with no dessert in hand, watching me cook. What a terrible day. What a fucked up day, bro. I'm so sorry that the Term that happened to you. That's awful. Absolutely awful. What a fucked up day. Just waiting for some of the paper confetti to land in the wet meat. No, I'm a professional. It's not gonna do that. Okay, this one is lots better. It's not fully ripped through. The cuts could be a little bit more thorough. But it's close enough. It's close enough. This one is much better. Let me rip a little bit of the extras out. See, this one is much better. I'll put this one on the bottom so it perforates a little bit more, and then I'll put this one, which is a little less well done, on the top. Or I can just refold it. Let me see if I can refold it. Cut a few in here. Okay, I'm gonna refold it and cut a few more triangles to see if that helps. There. Okay, problem solved. Professional, see? Okay, well now I have, why is this one gaping? What the fuck? How did this one end up so fucking big? Okay, anyways, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. Okay, we're gonna put this on the bottom. And then we're gonna put this one on the top. My hole is gaping. Look. My hole, not my hole. Not my hole. This hole. This hole is gaping. Stop it. You know what I meant. Stop that shit right now. Stop it, chat. You know what I'm talking about. The steamer hole is gaping. Okay? No one wants fucking gaping holes when they're making buns. You made it weird. I didn't make it weird. You're making it weird. Oh shit, I'm flying paper all over the place.
Holy shit, I thought this was a cooking stream, not an arts and crafts stream.
Wait, who said that? Wait, okay, you're not you're not wrong. You're not wrong. However, I'm just teaching you life hacks in case you don't have steamer liner. You can do this, okay? For steamers made out of metal and not bamboo, you can do this, okay? Man, fuck you. I'm just trying to be helpful.
For all our sakes, maybe move the Minnie Mouse cup further onto the counter away from your reach. It feels like
fine.
you're one tantrum away from bumping into the knives.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, there's no way I can fuck it up. It's fine.
The problem with doing it that way, Jiri, is that the dumplings can still stick because of all the holes.
I make a mistake? Did I? Stop it! You're making me second guess myself. Stop it. Nope. We're gonna move on. Nope. I'm not gonna listen to nobody. Okay, we're gonna move the fuck on. No, it's too late. If it sticks, it sticks. I just got some sticky buns then. All right, it's not my fault my buns be sticky. Okay, I'm gonna turn my proofer off. My dough has risen a second time. All right, my dough has risen a second time, nice and big. I'm gonna keep the saran wrap because I'm gonna make sure the dough we're not currently using is moist. I'm gonna add some little flour on top again. Hi, Joe. Everything is going really swell. Isn't that right, chat? Isn't that right? Everything is going amazing, right? Right? Nothing weird's been going on. Nothing terrible's going on. I didn't ruin nothing. Everything is just perfect.
Geary. She has more cooking knowledge in her right horn than all the chat put together.
I appreciate that, Papa Bear. I appreciate that. Yes, Pom Pom. Yes, Pom Pom. Can I help you? What is it, girl? All right, I'm gonna grab. Ooh, sweat. Ooh, it's sticky. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more dough on the wetter side. Okay, don't ban Papa Bear, okay? You guys are just salty, but he's speaking on behalf of everybody. All right, I'm gonna work with half first, I think, or should I just make it into a log now? What do you think? Should I make it into a log now? This is really fat though. This is a really fat log. No, I'm gonna work half.
Gaping holes, squeeze and twist. This stream makes me very grateful. I'm the only one in the office and I don't have to explain this to anyone.
All right, I have my other half that I'm gonna cover with saran wrap because we don't need it right now. We're gonna work with half of it first and we're gonna just choke out your dough a little bit. Just actually choke it out a little. And make sure it's nice and long, like a fat long. All right, like this. A nice heavy boy. We don't want it too thin because we are making buns. We're not making dumplings. If it's dumplings, it'll be a lot thinner. But for dough buns though, we're gonna keep it about like this, okay? Which is like a hand and like 1 inch. I have it this big right now. 1 hand length and another inch on top. I don't know how big that is, but we're gonna just roll with that. And I think we can make about 8 or 9 of these. I split it in half already, so they should be big-ish. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it. They could be oh God, I'm gonna wing it. Okay, this will go back here. This will, I'll morph the tiny one into the other one. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our flour, dust our dough balls, dust our cutting board. Okay.